North Carolina, the Tar Heel state and one of the more interesting states in the Union. In my opinion, North Carolina is one of the best states you could move to in the United States. Filled with natural beauty, great food, great people, North Carolina has a lot to offer. So what we're going to do in this video is I'm going to give you a few reasons why North Carolina is a fantastic state to move to, and also just things you should know before deciding to make the move to North Carolina. The first thing you're going to want to know about moving to North Carolina are the roads. Many people probably wouldn't think of this, but North Carolina has the biggest state-maintained highway system in the United States. North Carolina is loaded with cities, which, with their great system of roads and highways and their good quality of roads and highways, it makes traveling from one city to another very easy and very enjoyable. The next thing you're going to want to know about North Carolina is the weather. Many people probably already know this, but what you may not know is the diversity of the weather in North Carolina. So obviously, being a southern state, North Carolina has a very good climate, extremely warm summers, oftentimes humid as well, and relatively bearable winters. Although keep in mind, if you're moving to the western part of the state, so let's say the Asheville area around the mountains, you're going to experience a much harsher winter than somewhere along the coast, like if you were, let's say, moving to the Wilmington area. North Carolina is a very vast state, so the climate is certainly different in different parts of the state. So it's just something important to keep in mind. The third thing you want to know about North Carolina is the landscape. Geographically, North Carolina is a very interesting state to look at on a map. Of course, you have the beautiful coast that features the famous Outer Banks. Move a little west towards the center of the state, then you'll have the RDU metro area, and then continue a little more southwest, and you'll find Charlotte, the biggest city of the state, not far from the South Carolina border. And then finally, on the western edge of the state, you have the Nantahala National Forest, as well as the Appalachian Mountains in the Asheville area. You can get a bit of everything in North Carolina, and it is a fantastic place to explore. Lots of cool places to see that offer you different types of scenery. The next thing you want to know about North Carolina are its cities. If you like large, medium, or small-sized cities, North Carolina is the state for you. Let's take a look at the map, and I'll show you what I mean. So the biggest city in the state is Charlotte, population of about 912,000 people. It's by far the biggest city in the state. Raleigh has a population of 483,000 people. Greensboro, population of 301,000 people. Durham, which is right next to Raleigh, 287,000 people. Winston-Salem has a population of 250,000 people. Fayetteville has a population of 213,000 people. Cary, which is also in the Raleigh area, has a population of 174,000 people. Wilmington, out along the coast, has a population of 126,000 people. High Point has a population of 114,000 people. And then Asheville, the smallest city on this list, but it's still a decent-sized city, has just under 92,000 people. So there are a lot of options for different cities that you could live in if you decide to move to North Carolina. The fifth and final thing you want to know before moving to North Carolina is the housing market. North Carolina is an affordable place to live with some pretty cheap housing depending on what area you're looking at. So here's a clip of what your money can get you in different areas of the state. I found all these houses on Zillow, and we're going to include one from basically every area of the state just to give you a general idea of what the housing market's like in North Carolina. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. As always, let me know what I missed and what other things people should know before making the move to North Carolina. Most of this video is sort of geography and not so much cost of living and such. So there are definitely things I missed. Just let me know. Let people know in the comments. Also, let me know what locations you want to see for a future video. Give me some suggestions. I'm open to pretty much anything. So We'll see you in the next video.